We're coming at you. What is it?
It's a 1974 Ford station wagon.
Those are good cars. Looks good. Cherries on it. Got those from your buddies at the Tim Hortons. Look at this guy. Mr. Bertie Millay. How are you, brother?
Not too bad.
Good. We haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah.
How's your circuit?
Just starting.
This is your first one?
Yeah.
So you're gonna rip the rust right off.
Yeah, the rest of the fine.
Literally. Where are you from, sir?
From there.
Oh, did you float over?
Yeah, we just done both of them here.
Have a good day. Nice to see you. All right. We go way back. All right. Yeah, we got some ugly looking cars here. Drivers are pretty good looking. Who are you, sir? Where are you from? What do you ride?
Greg Warcroft from Oxbow. It's a 1985 Ford Ranger.
How many times for you? I've done it a few times. All right, good. Hey, man, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. It's been a while. Ready? Who are you? Where are you from? They all want to know.
Clayton Troxler from Ronald, Manitoba. I'm driving a 2008 Ford Ranger.
It looks good. I think it's pretty tough.
No.
The man of the half hour. Right here. This is J Mac himself. Good friend of mine. We go way back, farther than most people know.
Oh yes, but you're much older. And I'm much better looking.
I agree.
Agree, disagree. I like to just, for my car sponsor this year, like I do every year, all my money that I raise goes back into breaking off right post-cut for cancer. It's close to heart to me. I was diagnosed with cancer 5 years ago. And God willing, I'm still here and I'm going to kick the shit out of it. That said, I got some sponsors here. Fort Dairy, Aaron and Vicky Hill Insurance, Laney Locks, Delaney Lieber, Absolute Truck and Trailer Repair, Outdoor Sporting Construction, Lindenback Trucking, Portwood Farms, Hector's Auto Body, Thorson's Appliance, Ryan Snow Cruisers, Nick's Towing, Newton's Landscaping, Stan's Roofing, Sahara Farms, Tunnishuk Farms, Roof Farms, Layden and Emma, DJ Miller and Sons of Construction, Chicks and Sand and Gravel, Brad Pister, Hail Insurance, Stigler Farms, Truck Pros, Kelsey's Painting, and my mother-in-law, Ruby Finney. Thanks guys again, like I said, it's unbelievable the support that I get to do something that I love doing.
And something you're not really good at.
Yes, thank you. I got a check here. I got to give to my dear friends right here from Great Talk, right close up to Cancer. I'm just going to pull into the truck car here and I'll bring it back.
All right, sounds good. These are the Albrights over here, friends of ours. Looks like you brought some little guys. What you guys ready, You guys driving? Bumper cars. Practicing the bumper cars. Practicing the bumper cars. And then your grandma can build one of these instead of very nice. Okay, have no fun. How are you guys doing?
I'm good, Garth. How are you?
I'm good. Haven't seen you in a while.
I know your Sunday dress.
Yeah, it's kind of shiny. I figured it's a nice bright day. Put some glitter in people's eyes. Everything's going well for the other bright people.
Yeah, good.
Raising lots. What did you say?
A little bit like a disco ball, maybe. We're doing good. Thanks.
Good. And you're still raising a lot of money, we hope?
Yeah, still doing beat change.
Okay, so Close Cuts has gone in a different direction. What we're doing is we're tacking on head shapes and such to events that will happen throughout the year rather than having one event but he used to be at the mall for 20-some years. So anyone that's wanting to shave their heads, just get a hold of us, fullspencesasstel.net, and then we will make arrangements for them to come. We've got the barbecue, we've got a golf tournament coming up, so if anyone's needing a haircut, we can look after them.
I know a couple of guys. Oh, look at you. You got a nice big, okay. We're gonna unveil it.
Yeah. So this year, last year I counted on the great things around 38. So this year, you guys, I'm so overwhelmed, like I said before, for all my sponsors, and I love these guys. They come up this, they brew some stuff today. We got cars, we got trucks. You guys are in for a hell of a treat with these trucks. I've seen these guys in some of this down in the States. Guy right next to me here, good driver down in the States. You're going to see a good show, you guys, like every year. So this year, I'd like to put us at $6,000 to Greg Montbright's close cut for cancer.
Yeah, do a quick, whoever is doing that, and then we'll move on. $6,000 for close cuts for cancer. That deserves another big round of applause, folks, right there. All right. Mr. Paul Head, how you doing, fella?
I'm okay, I guess.
All right, what is it?
It is a 1976 Chrysler Newport that I bought from the guy next to me, Mr. Kelly, a while ago, but yeah, we'll try to finish it, I guess.
It doesn't look that bad.
It's not bad, I guess.
Maybe we'll kick this.
No, this car's better than mine.
All right. Let's go talk to Kelly. Kelly, how are you doing, fella?
I'm doing pretty good. Every year I say I'm going to stop, and every year I'm still out here. He was supposed to be driving, but he didn't help me out too much, so then I said, you can stay here and help out and learn a thing or two, and I'll drive a car. Next year you should have one.
What is it?
This is a 1973 Impala. Bought it for $200, and we got a field. Actually, we bought my brother's car and my niece's car in the same yard, and got it going in a month, so we're here.
And that's part of the fever when you get it, that's for sure. Let's get it. Oh boy. Lady in the... Awesome.
Hello,
Who are you? Tell them.
I'm Brianna Heaven.
All right, what are you driving? How many years have you been running?
I'm running in 1980 Santa, and this is my third year running.
Awesome. Third year, ladies getting in. Playing with the little snakes over here. Well, it's quite the package to all around anyway. How are you, Mr. Head?
I'm doing good. I tell you what, that suit brings out your eyes, man. Well, this is a 1974 Grand Fury. Bought it for $200 and run against my daughter and my boy over there and my brother, and I've been derbying since I was 16. So, yeah, ready to rock it up.
I remember because your dad's right there, and me and him go way back to dinner derby, so we partied in a ring a few times. You know,
He doesn't got a suit like you, though.
I don't know if he could fit a suit like me. What do you should say something?
Yeah, he never did win against me. I kicked it to the pass a few times.
We probably did. Yeah, I don't remember if I hit a few times in the head. Anyway, looks like you pretty thick. You run a lot of cars, trucks, put this all together with the help of Jake and many others. Terry and folks, tell us what we're doing so people know.
All right, we're going to run 3 heats of 4 cars. No, pardon. 2 heats of 4 cars, 1 heat of 5 cars. And then we're going to run the trucks separately. And that'll be done just after the consolation. And they're running, trucks are the ones running right to the end. So top, first and second gets paid out. So it's going to be a good show, guys. Hang on to your seats.
It's good. I haven't seen trucks for years, so I'm glad you guys put it together. All right, looks good. Ooh, good shirt, you doing good. Who are you? What do you got?
I'm fully Witherspoon, and I got some old Dodge. Don't know what it is exactly.
Probably older than you.
Well, it's probably got a couple decades on me.
All right, and where are you from, sir?
I'm from Yorkton, Saskatchewan.
Like here.
Yeah, right.
Finally, we're in the direction. All right, who's driving? Ooh, you know the routine.
I'm Ryan Hill. This is my 1983 Cadillac Fleetwood. I bought it for $150. That's it.
Running smooth, so you're gonna destroy it.
Pretty much, yeah.
All right, who's that? You.
Wyatt Martell from Swan River, sponsored by Mullen Plumbing, Geothermal, and Rough Country A. I've got a 75 Plymouth Grand Fury.
Nice. Those are good cars. As long as you can drive it, should do something good. Who's driving? You? And what?
My name is Kevin Baldwin. This is a 1984 Yorkie Swag. And I just want to shout out my sponsor, Airhead Motors.
You've been through one?
Yeah, this is my second derby ever.
Ever. Where'd you go the first time?
Last year in September at the LSC.
Oh, yeah. I was there. You driving a truck? Hey, awesome. Okay. We go way back, Mr. Rosenthal, one of our stock car racers in the area. Looks like Randy's keeping the truck down on the back. All right, tell him what it is.
I'm Ryan Rosenthal, I'm from Yorkton Exhibition here. Driving an 81 F-250 with a Chevy over it. I'd like to say thanks to J9, DRC, Cattle Company, and London Square. And Rosenthal Racing.
Forward with a Chevy power plant. People over there.
My name is Curtis. I don't even know what year this is. It's an 81 F-150. And my sponsor is J9.
4 speeds. You're gonna be busy over there. Okay. Nice.
Matt Wolosky from Roman, Saskatchewan. 74 Dodge 360. And I'd like to thank my friend Pat of X66 for supplying the truck for me.
Cool. Looks good. 3/4 ton. Full floating diff. This is gonna be mean. All right, fella, who up?
Brandon Wagner. Driving the 95 Chevy. Standing up. My sponsors are Airhead Motors. And that's it.
Cool. Well, have a good day. Have good luck. Excuse me, Clifford. I'm trying to get through. All right, you're up. Last guy.
Running a 74 Chevy 3/4 ton. Sponsors are J. Master and Lossing, Robin Welding Repair, and that's my wife, and Eric Thatcher for doing all the welding on the truck.
All right. Well, that's the lineup, folks. If I could get you all to please rise for camera. Move your head where and 2, 3, nice and loud.
Start your engines!
Gonna load them up, wreck some stuff. How are you, Rodney? You doing all right? Nice to see you. It's been a while. Driving Rosenthal War flag man, president of our stock car club. So back in the day when I was a lot younger, that's what I meant, me and Terry Henry used to walk horns a few times with some of the Demolition Derby in the area. Been around this stuff for a while. We do it at our stock car track in September, so this is going to be a good show show for you here. Things have changed a lot for some of you newbies that have come to the demo derbies now. Back in the day when we used to run cars, they weren't so sophisticated, if that's a good word I could use. These have professional shifters built in them. As you can see in the roll cages, there are a whole bunch of a lot of pipe and steel put in these cars. And when we used to run these cars, of course we could weld the door shut, that was a thing. But typically it was either wire thing shut or a chain shut, and that's all we could do because that was in the rules. Of course we chain down the engines and chain down the transmissions so they don't come falling out. And you'll see that some of these cars will almost turn into a U, like a smiley face, if things work out right. I didn't hear any Imperials in here today. I don't know if there's any Imperials left. So an Imperial, Chrysler Imperial back in the day was one of the toughest cars ever built. And it was the biggest car that was ever built that was put on the road. So it was bigger than a Cadillac, had more steel in it, and those cars were, all the drivers were looking for them. The only thing was is that they would never, ever crush. They would only crush so far, and then they would just take out everything in the ring. So a lot of the demo derbies actually banned them from running because they never stopped. And had a big power plant in them. If you put a good driver in there, a well-experienced demolition driver, that guy would pretty much take the heat and then take the whole event. So we're just going to wait to load up some cars. Going to say thank you to our fire guys over there. Yorkton Fire, thanks for joining us and hanging out. Hopefully they can stay right where they are this whole afternoon. Send it back. It takes a couple minutes because they're going to get over someone strapped in. Full house from Mexico grandstand. How are you enjoying the view from up there? Didn't hear you. It's two people cheering. Bernie Belay. 48 car, that man's a monster behind the wheel of the demo derby. I played with him once a few years ago. Wasn't good. He won it. You can see if you look, well, you'll judge on some of the wheels that are on these cars with the tire combination. Back when Terry and I used to run many years ago, we didn't have that. Nope, right now, so they'll take tires off of a Bobcat skid steer loader, mount them on a set of rims, and put them on your car. Those things are low profile. They don't come off the bead. And they typically don't dismount. So the other thing that the drivers will do, and for you new people, that we will weld the differentials together. So inside of the differential, the gears, if it's not a posi-track diff, they will go in there and weld the gears solid, so they have both tires that will spin on the back. The car's going to the scrap pile anyway, so pretty much not salvaging anything up there. So they take that apart, weld it all up, and it becomes a, what do we call it then? What kind of a locker? A Lincoln locker. I thought it was something else, but probably shouldn't say that out loud. Yeah, let me politically correct. Find a little bit. Oh yeah, that's right too. I forgot about that. Yeah, they even on the brake side of things, they just put a pinion brake on. So that means when they put a brake caliper right on the drive shaft, pretty much. The four-wheel brakes aren't there. There's one brake, and it squeezes the drive shaft, shuts it down, doesn't move. So that's the braking system on the car, and that's it. So all four wheels are pretty much free turning, and yeah, that's a lot of different changes. Of course, I talked about the shifters, changing stuff down. Those slider drive shafts, right? We have that now. We didn't have that back in the day. Slider drive shaft, so when the car starts squeezing together, it gets tighter. The differential and transmission are still locked together, so the drive shafts will slide together, kind of like for you farmer folk, like a PTO drive shaft. That's how that works. In fact, we probably put some of those in there for yeah. We got a car dead in the line up here, so we're gonna, what are we doing? Trying to get it running? So are you folks in the Cherries and Chuck Wagons through the week? Yeah. There's some good racing here. Are my pants leather, she asked. Do you want to touch it? You know leather. I have no idea. Is it a full leather? With for the first team. All right, here we go, make some noise. We're going to shut him down for 1 second to pull that number out. We're just stuck under a car. Can you see what's happening between the green car and the black car over here? Anybody gonna guess what's gonna happen in a second or two? So it was me. Almost shut that down right there. That car's already leaking. One wheel peel. He's gonna jump up. All right, let's get back at it. Nice. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. That part is bad fun. You know that's over. All right, let's do some hitting, folks. Nice. Oh, here it is. Nope. All fingers, really nice. Right there. That'll get you. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. We're looking up. Let's see what happens. We're going to knock them off. Oh, we got only one wheel touched in the front. The 56 bar is back in action. You can see the crankshaft slowly turning around there. Here it is. What's going to happen? I don't think we can see much. Trying to catch somebody. Maybe the last hit right there. I'm not sure how you count that. So technically 831 made the last hit. We're going to back into a fence. Unless the one thing comes down to splitting apart, I don't know what he's going to happen. We're going to call that right there. Make some noise for the first team of the day. Come on. Yeah. Birdie's still got lots of car left. Pull them hung up. Ain't going anywhere. Let's see what the judges have to say. I have no idea. Glad I don't have to make those calls. Maybe a whole quit. Oh. All right. Make a little noise for these drivers, folks. Come on. They're all here for you. Jacob Mack, David, this truck's from Demolition Derby. Right here at the Legacy Co-op Grandstand. Trying to figure out who made the last hit. Looks like we're going to heal the heart. Oh, really? Let's get my shoes dirty. How's it going, fella?
Not too bad.
How was it? You don't look good here.
No, not too shit on.
Can you see anything?
I'm just going by feel. Wherever the throttle takes me.
Oh, that boy. Good answer. Wherever the throttle takes me, he said. That's good, huh? Dustin Heads right here. I can't get to you with the mic. Don't stop. Oh, what do you think of the first heat, folks? Pretty good. Pretty good. Remember what I said when they turned into a U? That's what's happening. So when they build the car, we put the battery in the passenger compartment. So battery is usually bolted to the floor on the passenger floor, and I wonder where the dash should be. Also, what we do is fuel cell is behind the driver's seat, so I'll plug in back to the engine. Some guys will run electric fuel pumps, some guys will run the OEM pump right off the engine block, which typically breaks off if you get hit for enough. So it depends, it's your prerogative how you build that part. What we used to do also is take ice cooler, which you put your beer in, drill a couple holes in it, put a couple holes through it, and then pump the transmission cooler in the back of the car in a bucket of ice. You fill that cooler full of ice before you hit the ring, because that's how we keep our transmission cold. Some guys will run a fan, or they'll just put the cooler right up behind them on the rack, and that's how we keep the transmissions cool. Some guys don't do that. Some guys will just loop the transmission lines because the cooler is in front of the radiator. We'll just loop the lines, depends on what kind of a transmission you're running. Also, internally, on some of the Turbo 350s and Turbo 400 GM transmissions, what we used to do is we would block out parking, and we would also block out like third and second. So all you would have was first and reverse. We block that out inside the transmission. So we go inside the transmission, do a little bit of modification, block it out, and then possibly even put some pedal or clutch plates in there so it always stays locked. And that's how you put the name of our equipment. And it still does not matter how tight you have the wheel nuts, it is still burn off. Looks like we're going to do a quick restart here and see who's going to take the game. Alright, I'm going to reload here for a minute or two and see who's going to take home the first heat. You can see the engine turning right there. Can you see that from where you're sitting? Well, we're back underway at 8:31:48. That's the pin. Right away. Nice. There you are. The sun driving a little through the wheel. Take it up. Nice. And sometimes like burning, good high performance engine when you demo that. Trying to get that 56 lit up here. Oh no! Yeah! And that's what we're looking for.
Can you hear me? I don't see any difference between what's happening down front and what usually happens in Yorkton today. There's not a lot of difference there between what happens in Houston. You're on it.
You're going to have a problem there, fella. I want to see you run after this stuff. Somebody want to catch those papers as they move by? Just kidding, no harm, no foul. It's all good. They're just waivers and aren't blanks. You still want to see him run. Fire trucks are here with a defib machine and have railway experience.
Hey, Yorkton, are you having fun this afternoon watching some things get messed up? I was telling Garth, he says, you know, I don't really notice the difference between what's going on down here at the Demolition Derby and something that happens in the Walmart parking lot. Well, Yorkton, we get into the sponsors and through this afternoon, I'm going to go through some sponsors. But put your hands for everybody that donates money to help make this happen here in Yorkton to the Yorkton Exhibition somewhere. Legacy football grandstand as full as it is, and we couldn't do it without them or any other one of our sponsors. And the other folks that I'd like to help or welcome and thank is all our volunteers. There's a lot of donated time that goes into putting this entire week on. And I'd also like to thank the rain gods for not sprinkling on us or pouring like it has for the entire spring. So whoever prayed to those gods, thank you. But the 2026 Summer Fair, we'd like to thank good folks at BG Denture Clinic, Countryside Motors, Rescue Ambulance, Creative Construction, Custom Printers, Days Inn, Clown Sales, Florence Tahura, G3 out of Melville, Green Millers, Harvard Broadcasting, Holman and Sweets, Jeff McClellan, J. Matt Sandblasting. I have a feeling there's going to be some sandblasting and painting needing to be done after this event. Brad Ryan and Michael Kindiak, Lakeview Insurance, LDC. The Legacy Co-op, the Legacy Co-op Kids Club.
You're going pretty slow with the numbers here.
You know, these papers, I think they glued them together. When I have a discussion with the office. LH Accounting, Lowe's Pharmacy, Maple Ag Outdoors, Mazer Group, NBC Radio, National Bank Financial, New Landscaping, probably gonna have to fix some of the reps left behind, Parish and Linebacker, NL Construction, Penguin Refrigeration, Painted Air Casino, and SEGA. And Garth, the auctioneer comment, everything's going online, so it's taking me a while, but not to ramble along. Ramp Plumbing and Heating, RH Electric, Rocky Mountain Equipment, Saddles and Steel, Skyrides Cab Service, the good folks at the Bentley, St. John's Ambulance, just in case we get something piled up here. Yeah, and Rock, Touchwood AMC Tribal Council, UFA Foundation, Vet HVAC, Vitality Vet Services, Will Demolition and Salvage. I have a feeling I'm never going to end up with some of these vehicles by the end of this. Westland Insurance, Yorkton Auction Center, Wyden, Yorkton Business Improvement District, Yorkton Hyundai, Yorkton Fire Department, and we have a fire department. Not yet.
I don't know what you're talking about. No, I haven't seen one. We usually give 2 fires in round.
Okay, so we'll see. Good thing you have a good crew up here. Maybe we'll have to make it sound like the 80s. You can work in the liquor store and Burger King and Grasslands News. Put your hands together for those folks who are all major sponsors here for the 2026 Yorkton Exhibition Summer Fair. Good way to welcome in our volunteers. We find people here that make it all happen. Really good feeling that it's going to be a big exhibition. No rain, 32 degrees, no sleeve shirt. You know what? I was loading horses and cleaning a town, like, you know, doing some announcing for horses. And I wrote away, Garth and Levi Klein, and what could go wrong? Or what could go right?
This is the better looking again.
Should I make that one look at our sign?
You could. You're going to be.
You got money, you can see it though. Where'd you find that?
I'm not going to say.
Did you draw it on somebody?
Well,
Is there a bullet hole in that?
I got it in videos. It's a bigger thing of water.
You're getting parched.
A little sweat in the knee here, like in my leather pants.
Speaking of which, folks, if you are feeling the urge to quench your thirst, to the very north of the grandstand is what we like to call the Beer Gardens. They are open until well into the night tonight, probably 1 in the morning. So if you feel like you need to go over there and have a down beverage, by all means, head over there. See the good folks that are really bringing a bit in there. had on that show up there.
Yep. There it is. Well, that is definitely not
Good night, Jimmy Cuddy. My guy's actually, I think, doing the sneak attack. He's just acting like he's not been around and that everybody gets messed up and come in for the kill or not.
Jerry Witherspoon in the 101 car, J-Mac Destruction sponsor. Let's check this out. How's it going, Jerry?
What? I guess I should have twisted the little wire a little tighter.
Put a tape on it, man. Oh, that's
Tell Jerry he got on the floor where they do the old Flintstones.
Give me a hammer that back.
nice work, fella. Yeah, your garage shop's over here. And I don't think it's gonna go back together.
And the 101 car is definitely not a Tesla, huh?
Jerry Witherspoon, the guy that sponsored the event.
Yeah.
He's always forget one thing before he puts his car in the ring.
Tune up?
This is how you can twist the wires together in the fuel pump. So here I said, what
Like I said, definitely not a Tesla.
Okay. Right.
How many fine folks have tried some of the food trucks that we have here in Yorkton? Make sure to get down there and support those fine people. I know the Extravagant people would really appreciate it. I think they're planning a trip to Disneyland or Disney World, I think. So every burger and hot dog they sell goes to support their trip there. So.
Alright, we're gonna give that first to Kelly Hinton and then to the Ghostbusters car, which they're all off to the track. So that's the two right there. Here, yeah, we're putting two to the feature. Yeah, okay. The 82 car, we're gonna have to take it back to the pits and Mitchell Road. A little bit of turbo wax and we'll be alright. See, there's the drive shaft. Still there. Truck 66, Matt Boski is gonna be donating some t-shirts for the youth. And this one fine man, what's your name? Sorry, I'll jump apart. You're Matt. You said that first and then I wouldn't look like a dummy. Or a bigger dummy. Anyway, Matt, you're gonna go hand out some youth shirts. you want the kids to come down? Okay, we will have. I'm gonna see all the kids to come down for a youth t-shirt. And Matt is gonna hand those shirts. All right, one more heat, and then we get in the trucks, I believe. Trucks are gonna run until there's nothing left to run. And when that happens, we usually let the Constellation guys put them together, bring the Constellation guys into the ring, we'll run Constellation, and then 2 for the Constellation will go into the feature, and then we'll run the feature. That's not all right.
Make sure to stick around tonight, folks, at 8:30. We have, presented by GX94, we have Josh Stump here at the Legacy Co-op Grandstand. So that's going on at 8:30 tonight. 2 o'clock, we have, Farmers Dollar Show on. 3 o'clock, we have Spain Lumberjacks. Make sure to check them out. 4 o'clock, Flip Apple Butter Show. 5 o'clock, Farmers Water Show again. A 6 o'clock live Flip Acrobat Show, 7 o'clock the Farmer's Daughter Show, and at 8:30 go to GX94 presenting Josh. Make sure to stick around for that tonight. It'll be great afternoon and evening. And we have at 10 o'clock tonight, Yorkton Exhibition presents the fireworks display. Make sure to stick around for that. We're going to have right in front of the Legacy Co-op Grandstand. Thumbs up.
Levi, don't interrupt me when I'm talking.
Well, you know me, I like to talk. I thought you could hear me.
It's all good. It's all good. You ever see a Demolition Derby hot rod car? It's right there, that blue and gray one. Cars are rolling, trucks are. He owns the rolling welding.
I couldn't tell.
Yeah, I know. He built a mean demo car. Guys like trucks who are been down to the States, they run on pavement. Right? So they will do demo derbies on pavement in the States.
That number 418 car that's pulling in there, the back end of that car actually looks like a culvert on a sheet of grid.
We were going to be on track for that 22-3. Alright. Waiting on one more. Alright, waiting on one more.
It's not the one on the pallet works, is it?
He's got that car pretty high.
Is it the driver's cylinder?
No?
Oh, he's gone.
You bailed.
The other good news story of the day, Earth, is your stage is still up.
Whoa. Let's not talk about it.
Putting to the right cause again.
Somebody's heart was pumping pretty good last night. Came through. That was a good concert, man. Bon Jovi guys? Yeah. Alright, 4 cars. Lock the door. Oh my. See?
Hey, Mama. Oh, no, bias. We're going to be following.
See it right there.
Each year bring out the wheels and all.
Wow. Still walking.
We're still walking, so that's the win.
Man.
You can definitely tell that's a welder's rig right there. Look at the bumper on that thing.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Get off the wall.
75 are stuck in the coat. He's getting out of there. Trucks are just watching.
Lift forward, lift backward. Turn your wheels up. There you go. I know I can't see anything from here, but I'm just making things up. Fake it till you make it.
A few things hanging underneath here.
Well, here comes Cole with the skid steer.
Oh, yeah!
Little push start.
Sending Brianna, the girl that's in there, to the feature. And trucks are in the hot rod. The 70, I don't know what that is. 76, 7.5.
Was that a young lady driving that one first car there? That little pusher?
Yes, sir.
No, I understand now. It was the guy who was left him hanging on the telephone or the power pole on the shirt.
She advanced, yep. Brianna is a girl's name,
It's 2026, who are we to judge?
Can't say that out loud. Well, you can. 7.5 going to the feature Rockstar with that hot rod.
Do we have any running cars on 75 running or no?
Sorry?
75 running or are we still on up?
7.5.
7.5.
Yeah. Halfway to 8. We'll call it. Halfway to 8.
Halfway to the wood demolition by the looks of her.
I think we're gonna cook this stuff.
Well, Yorkton, are you having fun this afternoon? Well, that's pretty weak. I said, Yorkton, are we having fun this afternoon? There, that's the winner.
We're gonna interview Brianna. Brianna, you're going to the feature.
Yeah, I did not expect the car to last that long, honestly, and I'm really excited. First time dancing in my heat.
You made some pretty good hits there. That's so it works. He's been around this for a long time. He knows what he's doing. Hey, good luck to you in the future. Make some noise for this girl right here. Car number halfway to 8. And they're scrapping here to this stuff.
Hey, Garth, what do you drive for a vehicle?
It was that. I sold it to Brianna.
Not real, what do you drive? Paint model?
With a white rod?
Yeah.
I noticed. I know what she had.
Oh, yeah. Town and,
Yeah. I noticed you were driving a Dodge.
should we line up for the finale or what?
I know you can't afford the other products.
Hey, let's agree it's on a four. Oh, wow. Okay.
Touche.
Touche.
Yeah, I like that. Look at that. She goes to the feature.
That is something that's actually taken off out of control.
I mean, that 418 car is, I don't know what it's kind of like a,
You know those cars you used to draw when you were in fifth grade. That's what that looks like. Hey? That is Garth's drawing to a T.
We're going to talk later.
There, yeah. Yorkton Exhibition is going to have me on the mic again, I tell you that for free. Can he do it?
Actually, I'm glad we're right there, because you're, you know,
You doing okay? Must have been hard out.
you know, we were sweeping the bottom, and your name came up.
Yeah. Yeah.
He said, get Levi, I said, is there anybody else? And then you showed up with a full story.
I ran across town, one of the horses from the parade on the other end of town, about to call you over here. Here I am.
Why did you ride your horse? You could have rolled right in.
And actually, I had to tune one horse up on the other end of town that didn't want to be a part of the parade, so I tore my cross-shoulder muscles and I couldn't ride anymore. I had to drive. Yeah, actually, rode with us at the road for a few years, so I'm going to feel that one tomorrow. So we'll see if he actually is able to make it. I'd like to thank the good folks, St. John's Ambulance and the fire department too, and the local RCMP. Couldn't do without those fine folks keeping you safe. So put your hands together for them. They've been part of this deal for a very long time. And I kind of made a joke actually the other day. I saw that there's 3 RCMP officers in front of a mini unit booth, and I said, "Can I take a picture?" And then we made a little thing on our Facebook account with them, saying that there's no mini donuts left.
Hey, we're going to take a 15-minute break, grab a beer, take your kids to the concession, and extravagance concession is still there. Go on over there, get the cold drink, whatever, come back, we're going to take 15 minutes. You can rip through some of our sponsors, please, if you wouldn't mind. And we'll be back. We're just going to drag the track, dump some water on it. Then we're going to do the constellation. And then we're going to do the trucks. And then we're going to do the feature.
Perfect. Well, today couldn't be possible without the good folks at Jay, Max, and last thing. Yeah. I guess the parade was a little stressful. Sorry, Juanita. I've been kind of running late too, running on jet work time. I go on say who told me that she was in the car. Going down that are still great, or the groups that are acting, you know, they like one we had last night.
Right.
So, Garth, will you get older?
Well, I guess we're doing trucks. I thought we were going into the
Okay.
car constellation.
They need a little more time to do that?
Oh yeah, usually.
You guys, really don't have to strap Juanita in there that well. You can just throw her in the helmet and all.
That's a forward truck ship plant. Should be well.
Always wanted to do a launch jet truck. One house is automatic with a forward front end and a Dodge body. I don't think you can kill them. We can just combine all three. Okay. We're gonna be parts of there. Thanks to the good folks at Yorkton Demolition that's gonna clean this place up afterwards. No, Garth. There's 2 bags of mini donuts. Hijack one of those. Hey, what are you doing up there? You know how many shirts you have in this event?
It was 6.
6, okay. Same deal?
Yep. Over to the end.
All right.
Top 3 places.
Top 2 places, perfect.
It's 5.
We have 5 trucks. If you're in the betting mood, folks, grab a friend, grab a neighbor, have a little bet. Pick a color, pick a number, I don't know if the number needs to get the color. It's a real shame, Garth, that ruined such a sweet piece of equipment.
This red truck is making funny noises already.
Funny noises? Can you mimic those noises for the crowd, Garth?
See that big ugly glass coming over there? I see no, you would be right.
You guys kind of words here.
He's got that front end turned right up.
Or maybe we should put on a show again that, there's nothing left. We'll have a fisticuff feature at the end, huh? Look at that thing.
No mercy racing with a Punisher. Built to
That thing
punish.
screams picking up ladies, I'm telling you.
Full forward in.
Here we go, folks.
Alright, we're on our German folks. Let's do it. Come on, let's see this truck. So. There we go. some time. Where's all your big GM fans? You guys should be
all you Ford fans. Swing and a miss.
see it coming. Count time. Louder.
Do not try this at home, kids. We have a winner. I didn't see her.
66.
Yeah, the
First place for Matt Walkowski. He wins.
There we go, folks.
Alright, $1,000 going to 66. $500 going to the guy in the blue truck. That was good. Nice work. I'll catch you over there. If it makes it that far. And you still have the original shifter in it?
Yeah, the original shifter. It's pretty much a one slot for 2 weeks.
Wow. Like, so usually, folks, we take the shifter off the column and put a big shifter on the floor, just put a little reverse. And because these things break off. And I'm impressed, man. You did a hell of a job out there.
I agree. It's a great time.
Family show. It's a 9.5?
9.5 ESC.
Rusted right up, and here it is. Making some money. What are you going to do with it next?
We'll get it in Japan, I think.
Alright, sounds good. Yeah, we'll see. Look at that. That's good, fella.
All right, Garth, what's next?
It's got a fuel injected 350 in it. That's fine. Okay, well, that's left.
Did we finally get Winnie the strap in one of those cars, or what's going on here? Is that next?
It's pretty good damage. How's it going?
Well, it could have been a lot better.
What broke?
Transmission says see you later.
Oh, so there's nothing?
There's no gears, forward or reverse.
I'm supposed to check that.
That was good.
So you need to check. So you need to check.
Putting you in, send her for the next one.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna have to do. What's all your stuff in the back here? People are gonna wonder.
So the guy that won first place, that's actually my truck too. I built for years, and he retires. Here he gets out and kind of back into the game's mat. So we kind of been bickering back and forth. So I guess he got the upper hand on this one.
Nice. That's all right. That's what it's all about. He's the guy that came and handed a whole bunch of t-shirts out to the crowd, so that's cool. So you have 2 tanks in the back.
The green one's the fuel tank. That's the shiny Google lines, but you would tell them, I guess. Transmission was on its way out, I didn't know about.
That's all right. It happens. What was it? So it was a 73?
74 Chevy 3/4 ton.
Yeah, that's pretty close. Well, we're going to load this. We should have the Constellation coming up here for you in just a little bit. We got to do some sponsorship, please.
Demolition Derby here today, presented by J-Mac Sandblasting. Thanks to the good folks at J-Mac to clean this place all up. We've got Will Demolition and Salvage on our head down. We'll have Yorkton this week. And we have Home Inn and Suites. Make sure to stick around for the fireworks this evening as well. You're going to have that. It's called the fireworks. Parking lot sponsor, Sky Ride Camp Service. Also like to thank good folks that help us here with the grandstand. It's sponsored in. Legacy Co-op Grandstand. We have Rain Millers, G3 Melville, Grant Woman Eating, Vintage Track Services, Painted Man Casino, Animal Construction, and Ingredients Construction. Good news, like those fine folks, put your hands together for all of our sponsors. And want to help us out here today, especially. We'd also like to thank Ashley and we belong to the 4-H program and have for a long time. And we have a lot of businesses set up this year to sponsor kids in agriculture, and that's huge. These are kids that are young, going to university, some are in elementary school, high school. They're contributing to their future in agriculture and business in Yorkton and surrounding areas supporting their skiers. So put your hands together for those people as well. Supporting agriculture here in Yorkton really, really matters. Agriculture in Yorkton is what makes this in the city, thrive. And I can't thank those sponsors enough for supporting those kids. So put your hands together for all those fine folks as well.
Well, we're waiting on the constellation guys. This is Matt. You see your last name? Matt from Rockville. You were in this long time rolling quick.
Yeah, took a 10-year absence. This is my first one last.
First one?
Yeah.
One?
I did good.
You want to help us? What are you going to do with it?
I'm going to fix this one and get ready for the fall show.
Where's that?
Speedway here in York.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I thought there was a different one, but it has to be around hours and our restarts. September. I have to look at our Facebook page. All the race staff over there on the LA Speedway. Anyway, thanks for coming. Thanks for building the truck. Passing it to you.
Yeah, you can say that, I guess.
How long were you in this before?
I started in, I guess, 2005 till 2016.
And you're continuing this again just because?
Yeah, I broke my back and decided I could go back in it now.
Oh. Okay. Everything's good?
A little good, yeah.
Did you break your back in a truck?
No, just loading up the cars and had a bad accident.
Oh no.
Boy, crazy. Well, anyway, thanks for bringing the truck. Thanks for coming. Well, make some noise for Matt. He came and he gave me some t-shirts, so I think that deserves a little bit more. Anyway, look at that thing, we see the ball. Okay, Levi, we're waiting on the constellation.
I guess what I thought you fine folks here, and a vast majority of you, if you were parked on the west side of the pool, on that grass strip over there, please, 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 do not triple park. We've had that quite often this week, and we've had to tow a few people, so make sure sure if you can't find your vehicle, you would probably turbo park. And you know what, next year, maybe even this year, maybe for the finale, we'll just actually bring those turbo park cars in here for the finale. What do you think, Robert? Is it a liability?
No matter to me, Alex.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
Right now, you and I Mike, I think, is a liability.
Everything is train wreck, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna, once we get the Constellation guys in here, then we'll run that, till there's only 2 cars left, then we'll advance them to the feature, and so, yeah, we'll just wait for Constellation, so we'll see how it goes. It's gonna be a little bit yet, but I presume. Clean up the ring. You think these guys can be lined up and ready to go, ready to go, ready to get out?
I'd like to thank some of our sponsors. The Wednesday Day sponsor, I'd like to thank Touchwood Agency Tribal Council. Thursday Day sponsor, Legacy Co-op Kids Club. Friday Day sponsor, Yorkton Exhibition Club. And the Saturday Day sponsor, the Painted and Casino and those are our day sponsors. Put your hands together for those. Here in the Yorkton Exhibition Summer Fair, we also like to thank the Kids Zone, sponsored by The Rock. Trade show presenting sponsor by the Yorkton Business Improvement District. We have the petting zoo. If you don't have animals at home, dogs, cats, sheep, goats, donkeys, potbelly pigs, but here we have the ability to have chickens here in Yorkton by an approved basis. That's new. Yeah, it's eggs for breakfast in the morning, I guess. We're now with the petting zoo over to 8 West side of the grass. Temporary oyster facility, that direction there. Hey, look at there. I thought for a second you and I were going to die of old age before we got these guys out here. But they're here.
We have 2 cars only in the Constellation. That's all that's left. Sounds pretty good for a couch.
What are we going to do? Go to the low?
Nose, let's see what happens. Moving on, actually Jerry is coming up with one car. With 2 GM cars. Whoa.
Alrighty. Well, it's time that we've been waiting for. Hey, Yorkie, you want to see some asphalt cars again?
Alright, we got one with a big wheel, Jerry Whip's guy that sponsors the whole event here. Last car running on the Constellation Levi. That's how it's gonna go down right here. Nose to nose and see what blows.
Oh, you didn't even know it. Hey, which one's bleeding in? Oh, they put it in the trunk? What?
It was a good one.
I want to see some smashy here.
Here we go. Nice.
There's a cute little light there for a second.
I don't know. For a while there, I thought I bet you they were hugging each other in the parking lot. They liked to test so much.
Yeah. It's weird, man. I'm not gonna lie, that was the weirdest demolition I've ever seen in my life, because there's more bumper kissing going on than anything.
Ready to load up for the future, we'll drive back in.
Yeah. So this is the end of the end?
This is the future coming up right now.
Yeah, you're not going to want to miss this, folks. Don't leave now. Now? She's not paying attention. She's on mission. You can't go up there, sir. Unless you don't. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Get her in line, look door to door. Eventually.
And Mr. Chili's. Did you get some AC going on here? Come on.
You got a tilt steering wheel? Or loading. Your sandblaster on a welder.
I'm a welder. I go buzz, and the metal pieces go together, right?
That's awesome. Broke the steering wheel right off.
He's 30, kind of marked there.
Wow. Oh, your piece is better, man. Look at that. That's like, that's awesome.
Got the forwards, oh Jerry. You're gonna have to Flintstone this one.
Steering wheel.
So now are we down to 3 cars?
No future, we should have.
Still 4?
should have 7 cars in the fleet.
7?
Yeah. 2 from each Jeep and 1 from the Constellation.
Gareth, can you turn just a little bit? The glare off your suit is coming into my eyes.
This side.
Actually, it was off their boots.
Oh, yeah.
As we get ready for our feature, I'd like to thank Yorkton and group for putting up with me too. I'm high maintenance, and I love a good show, and these guys go above and beyond for us, and couldn't do it without you. All the speakers all the way down the tracks of the beer gardens, we have fine entertainment hearing all the way down to the end. Couldn't do it without you guys. Last night we had a windstorm come up. We could have shut everything down. No, we're gonna tarp this baby just in case. And then we're gonna all hold hands to make sure it doesn't blow away in wind. So thanks to Steel and Earth, the crew, and Adam and everybody here. They make me sound good. That's tough to do. Stand out, get out, make me look good, but they can make me sound awesome. Thanks, Adam.
Well, the key is still the face of radio, so it's all right.
Yeah. It's good. It's gonna be that one.
You got that Burt Reynolds look going on over there.
Yeah.
It's Trans Am. No, it's all good. We had a good week. A little freaky, but we had a good week.
I'd like to thank the good folks at BG, Mr. Fleming, Well Countryside Motor, the good folks at Rescue Ambulance, Greenest Construction, Custom Printer, Days In, Forster, when it was helping holidays until it didn't, Flamin' Sales, G3 out of Melville, Rain Millers, Hartford Broadcasting, R4, Homeland Suites, Jeff McLaughlin, Jane Max, Sandblasting, Brad Ryan, Michael Kidia, Lakeview Insurance, LEC, Legacy Co-op Gift Club, LH Accounting, Louse Pharmacy, Maple Ag and Outdoors, Dazer Group, MPC Radio, thanks Adam, National Bank Financial, Luke Landscaping, Animal Construction, Eric Scheinbecker, Penguin Refrigeration, Paint and Hand Casino and Sega, with the Paint and Hand Casino again, Grand Point Heating, RH Electric, those guys go above and beyond for us to make sure we have enough power in this facility. Thanks to those good folks. Rocky Mountain Equipment, Saddles and Steel. Skyrise Hazardous, St. John's Ambulance, the Bentley. There's all the horses that feel like they're sworn in the Bentley. The Rock, the Touchwood Agency Tribal Council, USA Foundation, we get closer, editing Vitality Veterinary Services, Wheel Demolition and Salvage, Westland Insurance, Yorkton Auction Center, Yorkton Business Improvement District, Yorkton Hyundai, Yorkton Fire Department, Yorkton Kinsman Club, Yorkton Liquor Store and Burger King, and Grassland News. Thanks to all of them sponsors, we're going to have together for the folks. Here we go with our feature event.
We close the gate, Levi. We're gonna get at our 6 cars. I thought there were 7. These guys have been around demos for a long time. Look, walk for 48, 831. Kelly in the 17 car, Troxler. It's gonna get crazy. 6 cars. Big destruction. Nice, right there. Look at this big purple line. Big notch. One more. Fast over. Troxler that forward. Nice. Swing and a miss on the miners. Closing it out. Look at this. Line them up right here. And Kelly Evans, 17, right to the ruts. With 316, Trucks are back trying to get moving. Kelly Evans driving the 17 like he owns it. We're gonna find Kelly in the ground here.
I don't know, I can't have a feeling that purple or black are working against this.
Nice. Yeah, mad dog. Somebody's gonna get that this afternoon. We're doing the mad dog. Who is it? Look at this.
What do you got, guys?
We're gonna get his car going. We're on the feature. This is a nice look right there.
The arena is evacuated.
We have 2 wheels up and get back in. Or all of them not get back in. Just like we
Be careful. When there's a loud one,
That's good, but he's swimming pretty hard here. Ooh, nice hit there. He's running her. Put it in reverse and went the other way.
You go this way, I'll go that way. No, you go this way, I'll go that way.
Just lean back and drive. Roll to the end, folks.
Never happens again.
Yep, we're looking for first and second. Who's it gonna be? Let's get some side bends up in the stands.
Make sure it's spots where things should be right now. Hopefully it's okay to drum. Well, Yorkton, what did you think of the Day of Destruction Demolition Derby? Remember, folks, you didn't want the Demolition Derby in a single file line upstairs.
There you go. Hey, hang on, we're going to interview this boy right here. He's coming out. Oh, that's a girl. Make some noise for this fine fella.
Put your hands together, folks.
How you feeling, buddy?
Let's do it again. I'm ready.
That was the warm-up? Man, this thing is, she's still good to go. No, there's lots left.
Oh, the trash.
There's money back there. What are you going under here?
355.
Border.
So she's built for, she's built.
Wait for this.
So what do you do different?
What's that?
What do you do to these engines?
I can't see.
Okay. I figured.
Check them for
Really good, man.
Ready?
You done good. Well, that's the J-Mac Day of Destruction here for you folks. Come on down. I think we can let you in here to have a look at a couple things. I'm not sure. We'll just confirm that.
Just maybe quick movement with the forklift vote.
Are we, you guys, all you people that are in here?
On behalf of the Yorkton Exhibition, Thank you folks for showing up today at Destruction, presented by J. Max Sandblasting. Make sure to stick around for Josh Stump here at 8:30. And after that, 10 o'clock, it is firework time. So hang around for that. Make sure to support the food booths up the back. Go over and have yourself a beverage. It is warm outside.
We're going to do a presentation for the guy once we get some stuff out of the way.
Perfect.
Okay, everyone that's liking that, make sure to hit that like, share, and subscribe button, everyone. There's still more to come, so don't go very far. And I'd like to thank people who are reviewing my videos for the past few days. It's very appreciated. And the ones who hit the like button. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Well, I've noticed too, some subscribers were subscribing. Are very appreciated. So today's not over yet. Still more to come. So stay tuned. You never know what could happen here at the Yorkton Exhibition Summer Fair of 2026. So stay tuned. Make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you later.